This is my emblem, but not on YouTube. My YouTube emblem is Benny Marner. Hi, I'm Ben. Now, on my last tape I showed a lot of plans and stuff I got, and there was 54 different plans, but there was a set of plans of a homemade light milling drilling machine, and I just want to compare the milling machine that I had built a lot of years ago, compared to this small milling machine that on the plans. I only got them there given to me about less than 2 weeks ago, and here they are. Here's the comparison. Now this is the book of all the plans that I got. These are the light milling machine, 2 different sheets. This is sheet 1 of 2. I think this is the cam spindle bearings, spindle bearings, quill bearings, etc. This is the scale of the quill. It's Morse 2. Bearings. Now these are plain bearings on this one. Mine is thrust bearings here, plain. This is a light milling drilling machine, 1/2-inch capacity, designed by Edgar T. Westbury. I want to go easy with it, I don't want to tear it. This is all the plans. The head, this is the column. Motor 4-speed pulley, 4-step pulley. This table, it has 2 T-slots. It's a 14x6 milling table. There's plans for all this to be made on this. I will show how I got mine. This is sheet 1. half-horse single-phase motor. This quilt is Morse 2, mine is Morse 3. Now for sheet 2. Oh, I'm being all thumbs. Here we are, sheet 2. It looks a very nice little milling machine, drilling machine. Nicely laid out, well designed. I drew up plans of mine, but I showed them in one of my tips, but at the moment I just can't put my hands on them. Now, as I was saying, now this is well, mine is thrust bearings. These are plain bearings. Plain bearings in my top, thrust bearings. In the bottom I have a grease nipple grazing them. This is sheet 1. It's a very nice little laid out milling machine. I dare say if I hadn't my machine, I would contemplate building this one. But now to compare mine. Now this is my machine. I have a job on it at the moment, but mine is in metric. No, sorry, mine's imperial screw. My screw is wound down by this. My column keyed. A 1-horse motor. This is in 3 stages onto my collar, onto my head. Thrust bearing Morse 3. Lock nuts is below the pulley for to keep it. Now, I was lucky enough at the time to fall in with two large disused lathes. One of them was very large. It was, I think, was a Wilson built in Glasgow. The date on it at that time, I think, was, remember, 1902, which is nice and free. This was of another large lathe I fell in with in a scrapyard. Got the column. I made the table. My table is 12" by 6, but I have 3 T-slots. 2" and a friend at that time let me use his large Cincinnati milling machine. I spent all weekend making it. I think he's passed away now. Big man, be good to him. I've this job on it, doing it at the moment. Now, this is my column, bolted solid. It's a good solid table, bolted down onto it. I made sure this was all trued up before it was welded. Grease nipples, grease nipples. That's, I can't turn it now at the moment, for there's a job in it. That's the free bit. There's a job in it at the moment. My locking, the way I have 2 screws to lock it. There is little brass buttons and below each one, not to mark the column. This is locking the cross slide, but that's free for I'm using it. This is the longitudinal lock. But as I say, I have this built many, many years ago. Before I seen this, I've only seen this in the last week or so. Which if I hadn't a small milling machine, I would really contemplate building this. Now that as it stands, I am very pleased with my little milling machine. The work that it does, it has done a lot of fine work for me. It's doing this real heavy piece at the minute. Here is something else I showed. All this data. Each one of these is 8 different pages. As you can see, each page is numbered. There's some really good data on it, all kinds of engineering data. Some really fantastic. Now there are 26 of these, which each page is 8 pages. So that gives me 208 pages. I hope to maybe get my daughter to book format for me, hopefully. If not, I'll have to come up with some way of doing it. P2, P4, as you see, P1, P3, all this data. 208 pages, hopefully. Now that is the comparison with the plans of that little milling machine to mine. Now, as I say, I'm very pleased with the one I've got, pleased that I fell in with those parts many years ago to build my little milling machine. But as time would have it, I have my milling machine. Now, this book I hope to get made into a book 208 pages. I got all those plans given to me. I have 54 sets of plans. So far I have come across about 4 that I hope to build. I'll make a tape on each one. I hope some of you have found this of interest. This is Ben as Ben's Machine Shop, but on my website, go to Benny Marner. Thank you for watching.